So every step in the iPad process is very important. If you make any mistakes, it's going to show in the final product. The more cracks that the digitizer has, the more difficult it is to take off. In this one, the digitizer is really cracked. You have to be really careful about the home button area. If you cut the home button, you're going to lose the Touch ID. There's no way to replace that. You also got to make sure to keep the LCD as clean as possible because they're really difficult to clean if you get them dirty. So you'll see me periodically cleaning the LCD as we go. Always take the screw for the battery out first. The battery's got to be disconnected before doing anything. Here we take off the digitizer, and then the next important step is to get the frame as clean as possible. If it's not really clean, you won't get the new digitizer to adhere correctly. So right here we got to remove the home button flex cable, and you got to be very careful here because you don't want it to rip. So right here we're removing the home button. You have to be very careful about removing the home button because you don't want to cut the flex again. For this part, you got to get this bracket really clean, because you need this bracket to hold on to the digitizer really well. I use primer to put this button on because I don't want it to come away from the digitizer as the customer is pressing the button. Next step is to put the bracket on, but before you put the bracket on, you have to make sure that the fit is correct. So I always test fit it and then bend it to be wherever I need it to so that the click feels really nice. Here I'm just putting back a piece that shouldn't have come off in the first place. Alright, so with the frame clean and the digitizer ready, we got to reattach it. So always make sure that the battery is disconnected when you're putting on the LCD, when you're doing any connectors of any kind. Alright, now I gotta go through and clean the digitizer, make sure that it is ready to put back together. But before we actually adhere it, we gotta test it. Alright, so now I gotta reattach the screen and then we'll put the clamps on. Once the clamps are on, I'm going to put it into the dehydrator so that it'll heat up the adhesive so that it sticks even better.